It's been a while since I've been back in this space, having prompted conversations through a inner dialogue to make sense of what is going on in my world. I have been sitting with the ebbs and flows of life and enjoying every single high and low. And today I really wanted to touch on the power of the mind and how challenging the mind can be something that we can use as a tool to better ourselves. What if I told you that your mind is biased by default, that it's not showing you the truth, reality, showing you what it expects to see, what it learned to fear, what it decided was safe, even what it assumed was possible? The mind, it scans the room and calls it a truth, but in reality, it's just painting over your past. A glance becomes a threat, delay becomes rejection, a challenge becomes, I'm not good enough. You think you're being realistic, but you're just being repetitive. Repeating beliefs that you didn't necessarily choose. Repeating protection that you no longer need. Repeating narratives that never belonged to you. The mind is so powerful. It can build cages or it can build kingdoms. It can filter love into fear or filter fear into wisdom. It all really depends on whether or not you notice the bias or become it. Lately, I've been noticing a lot of my biases. I see an image or a person or an idea. I start to notice the trends in my own mind and wonder, why do I think about this? Why do I see it in that way? And then I begin to relate it with something I've seen in the past or something I've experienced, which has allowed my mind to create a certain idea. But I think it is okay to question ourselves, maybe not every moment, but when it does come down to having an idea of the world, of people around you, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and asking yourself why you see things the way you do. We usually only are faced with this predicament when we are trying to achieve something higher than what we currently are in. We reflect on our lives and ask ourselves, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better to manifest the life that I want for myself? And it's usually only in those moments where we stop and reflect and challenge our own biases and admit that we don't know everything. Next time your mind whispers, this is just the way it is, pause and ask yourself, is this true or is it just familiar? Because your mind will often follow the pattern unless you decide to make a new one. I would like to challenge you to challenge your own mind. Ask yourself, why do I feel so strongly about certain topics or certain ideas or certain truths about myself or the people around me? It may be quite hard to challenge yourself in this way because you may face truths that are very hard to deal with and hard to accept. Will lead to greatness because refining your mind and refining yourself, refining your life in all aspects is only something that can add good things to your life. You're only going to grow if you decide to let go of the old things that are holding you back. The mind is so powerful. It is so powerful. And I think a lot of times we feel like our mind is controlling us, but it's actually us in control of our mind. I'll leave it there.